Picture this: a 58-year-old software engineer, debt-free, earning $175,000 a year, sitting on $3.5 million in retirement savings. And he's terrified to retire, not because he did anything wrong, but because for the first time in his life, money would start flowing out instead of in, the psychological shift from building wealth to spending it. And the gnawing question he can't escape: what if it's not enough? If you've ever wondered the same thing, this video is for you. Today we're breaking down the exact math behind whether $3 million is actually enough for retirement. And more importantly, what those numbers really mean for your life. Let's start with some context. The median retirement savings for Americans between 65 and 74 is just $200,000. If you have $3 million, you're sitting on 15 times what the typical American retires with. That puts you in the top 4% of households. But here's the part people don't talk about: having the money and feeling confident spending it. Those are two completely different psychological states. So today we're going to run 3 scenarios: a conservative approach, a moderate approach, and a growth-focused approach. We'll show you exactly what $3 million actually generates, and why the real question isn't, is it enough? It's, enough for what? And if you want retirement numbers that actually make sense, not hype, not fear, not guesswork, hit subscribe, like this video, and share it with someone planning their future. We're building a community that turns financial confusion into confident action. Now let's dig in. Let's talk about the math. There are 3 ways to think about $3 million. First, the conservative approach. The 4% rule says you withdraw 4% in year 1, then adjust for inflation. With $3 million, that's $120,000 per year. Now add Social Security. The average benefit in 2025 is $1,976 per month, or $24,000 per year. Married couples get roughly $37,000 combined. That brings total retirement income to $144,000 to $157,000 per year. That's more than the median household earns while working. Next, the updated approach. The creator of the 4% rule recently updated his research. His new recommendation is that 4.7% is safer for most retirees. With $3 million, that's $141,000 per year. Combined with Social Security, total income becomes $165,000 to $178,000 annually. Now, the growth-focused approach. Here's where it gets powerful. Financial expert Dave Ramsey recommends staying invested in growth stock mutual funds, averaging 10 to 11% returns. If $3 million earns 10%, that's $300,000 in annual growth without touching the principal. Ramsey's strategy is simple: withdraw $200,000 per year. Let the remaining $100,000 stay invested. With Social Security, that produces $224,000 to $237,000 annually. Your nest egg doesn't shrink, it grows. After 10 years of withdrawing $200,000 annually, your balance hits $4 million. After 20 years, over $5 million. Ramsey puts it bluntly: it's impossible unless you lose your mind and join Congress to go through this money before you die. And what about downturns? Even at 5% growth, which happens maybe 2 or 3 times in 30 years, $3 million produces $150,000 annually. The math works even in worst-case scenarios. Here's what nobody talks about. You're not going to spend it all. Using the growth approach, you start with $3 million, withdraw $200,000 per year, and earn 10% average returns. Year 1, your balance is $3.1 million. Year 5, $3.6 million. Year 10, $4.2 million. And by that point, you've already withdrawn $2 million total. You're living off the growth while the principal keeps multiplying. Dave Ramsey forces people to confront this reality. Who are you going to leave all that money to? And this isn't guilt, it's permission. You built this wealth. You earned it. But the same saver's mindset that built your fortune can become the barrier that prevents you from actually enjoying it. There's a number that matters more than net worth. It's called your freedom number. The wrong question is $3 million enough? The right question is, what do I actually need? Here's how to calculate your freedom number. Start with your working expenses. Say you spend $120,000 per year. Now subtract the costs that disappear in retirement: a paid-off mortgage, minus $24,000 per year. Commute and work-related costs, minus $6,000 per year. Retirement contributions, minus $19,500 per year. That's $50,000 gone. Your actual retirement budget becomes $70,000 per year. With $3 million at 4%, you generate $120,000 per year before Social Security. That's nearly double what you need. Location matters also. $150,000 in Florida or North Carolina goes much further than in California or New York. That's why financial planners often use the 70 to 80% rule. You need about 70 to 80% of your pre-retirement income. If you earned $175,000 while working, you'd need roughly $122,000 to $140,000 in retirement. Every scenario we've discussed clears that bar. Now let's talk about healthcare. The average couple needs around $315,000 for out-of-pocket medical costs over retirement. With $3 million, that's already built into your buffer, and Medicare at 65 reduces those costs significantly. So here's the bottom line. For 95% of people, $3 million isn't just enough, it's abundance. Which means if you have it, the real work ahead isn't financial, it's psychological. Quick check. Are you sitting on savings but still lacking confidence? Or are you still building toward your number? Drop a comment below. Ready, building, or scared? And if this video is giving you clarity, hit like, subscribe to MindCraft, and share this with someone who needs it. We turn confusion into confidence every single week. Now, the real barrier isn't financial, it's psychological. Dave Ramsey has observed something most advisors completely miss. He puts it simply. Netflix doesn't cut it. People retire with plenty of money and zero purpose. The math says they're fine. The psychology says they're lost. Let me tell you two stories. Jim retired as a vice president at 57 with $4 million. 6 months later, he was showing up at his old office. Except he didn't work there anymore. No meetings, no projects, no reason to get up. The money was perfect. The purpose was gone. Now compare that to Linda. Linda retired as an attorney at 60 with $2.8 million. She volunteers 15 hours a week, doing pro bono work for domestic violence shelters. She mentors young lawyers, travels 3 months a year. She calls retirement the best decade of her life. Not because of the money, but because she designed it around meaning. That's the difference. Linda figured out what she was retiring to. Jim only knew what he was running from. Ramsey describes it this way. You need something to lay your hand to the plow. You need to still be planting corn in this earth. His advice is specific. Use your expertise. Attorneys can do pro bono work for non-profits. Software engineers can mentor at coding boot camps. Business executives can guide community organizations. Not 80 hours a week, maybe 10 to 20. Enough to feel purposeful without feeling burdened. Because the freedom $3 million buys isn't doing nothing. It's doing what matters without financial stress. You can say no to projects you hate. Take 3 months off. Experiment. Pivot without panic. That's financial freedom. So don't retire until you know what you're going to do with your time. Develop the plan before you pull the trigger. The financial equation is straightforward. The purpose equation? That takes real work. One critical mistake is getting too conservative too early. Don't shift everything into CDs earning 2 to 3%, while inflation runs 3%. Your purchasing power dies slowly. Dave Ramsey's philosophy is simple. Stay invested. Keep 60 to 70% in growth stock mutual funds, 30 to 40% in bonds. That mix targets 8 to 10% average returns. And that's what allows you to withdraw $150,000 to $200,000 per year, while still growing the principal. The biggest risk in retirement is a market crash early on. That's called sequence of returns risk. The solution is straightforward. Keep 12 months of expenses in cash. If the market tanks, cut discretionary spending for a year, then resume withdrawals when the market recovers. And with $3 million, you have massive room to adjust. That flexibility is your safety net. Now let's bring it home. That 58-year-old software engineer with $3.5 million wondering if it's enough? The answer is simple. It's more than enough. Here's what $3 million actually generates. Conservative, $144,000 to $157,000 per year. Moderate, $165,000 to $178,000 per year. Growth focused, $224,000 to $237,000 per year. All three exceed what most people actually need. The math is bulletproof. But here's the truth. Enough isn't a number. It's a lifestyle you define. Calculate your actual retirement expenses. Subtract what disappears. Add what increases. That's your freedom number. Then ask the question that actually matters. What will I do when I'm free? Answer that first. Build your purpose before you leave your paycheck. Because the money question is easy to solve. The meaning question, that takes real intention. And here's what most people miss. The richest retirement isn't the one with the most money. It's the one with the most meaning. If this video gave you clarity or permission to finally make your move, hit like, subscribe to MindCraft, and share this with someone planning their future. And drop a comment below. What's your freedom number? And what would you do with unlimited time? This is MindCraft, where ideas become action, and action becomes your future.